the amount of consistency like we've been trying to have. And of course, this past week got to see buds for the first time in almost a year. So it was really, really nice to be around them, hang out, and do all that sort of fun stuff. But now, this doesn't mean that we need to get back into our business. And I could have streamed yesterday, but because I'm trying to keep the schedule consistent and the same, yes. Because we're trying to keep stuff, you know, consistent and the same, I want to keep my schedule the same. So that is why we're doing that. So I need to do a little bit of reconnecting and remembering, hey, what is it we're doing here for this, that, and the other thing. But yeah, we're back. I'm very much looking forward to streaming what would have been the finale today if a certain somebody didn't show up and make it to where we have to play the after game. But I digress. We are here now. So I believe I said this in the previous stream, but one thing I wanted to do was, because now that we have to play post game, and I just think it would be easier for me to keep interest in the series and everything like that if I'm able to do level checkpoints now that we're done with all the trials, right? So like, it would actually suck a lot for us if we like die in the Elite Four and it's like we go back to do like rematches and things like that. That's where it could be problematic, but that's a future Razor Plan problem, not a current Razor Plan problem. But we do have our team here. Let's do a quick team recap so we can jump straight into this, get the ball rolling, and continuing with what we had been doing before. Let me just don't miss that. But we do have Calvon here, our Incineroar at level 66. It's rocking Fake Out, Blaze Kick, Topsy Turvy, and Darkest Lariat. I believe I said, I'm remembering this right now, but I think we have a randomized move of Fire Lash, or yeah, Fire Lash, because Lash Out I believe is a later gen move. Yeah, Fire Lash, which we said that we were probably going to add to Incineroar, and I wanted to do that when we got to just before the Elite Four, which might be a terrible idea. I have no idea, but I just figured it would be a smarter idea for me because just have all that stuff at my disposal, give myself the creative freedom once we're actually at the Elite Four, so that way I can just go in and have the best team I possibly can. So that's what we got for Calvon right now. We have Jubilee, our Togekiss, at level 66 as well. Got Flare Boost like it always, well, I say always has, but it has for a while. Air Slash, Yawn, Moonblast, Aura Sphere, Flame Orb, Flare Boost. We have our Porygon Z here, Jukebox, level 72, Tri-Tech, Hydro Cannon, Flash Cannon, and Shadow Ball with the Surge Surfer and the Waterium Z. I still very upset about this guy's stats. But the moment of me encountering this was too good to pass up, so that's why I have him here. We have our Toxapex here, Savage at level 66 with Toxic, Venoshock, Liquidation, and Recover. With Parental Bond, which is not a bad ability actually, because doing double damage with Venoshock if something's toxic, that's pretty good. And the last but not least, we have Headache, our Rampardos at level 66 with Headbutt, Head Smash, Focus Energy, and Zen Headbutt. As you know, he's just boom, boom, boom. He's hitting things with his head every single day of the week. And that, my friends, is the team. So I'm going to go ahead and spin our challenge wheel and let's see what we get. As you can see, we are only rocking a team of 5 right now, mainly because I don't want to have a team of 6 go and catch what our Necrozma Ooh, that's a good start. I don't want to go and catch what our Necrozma would be randomized into and then like be like, okay, we got to bench this guy. So I would rather just be able to throw the Necrozma straight on the team because it's going to be like level almost 80. So like, why would I start off? Which is nice because that means I get a guaranteed reward. I don't have a challenge to do, and we have 30 minutes of free playtime. I am going to go ahead and quickly look here just to see if we have any items that I would want to throw. I think a Quick Claw is currently on Incineroar, but I think a Rocky Helmet would do him way better. So I'm going to do that because I kind of want the Quick Claw on slow, but he's not fast. So I'm just worried that with Rampardos' sake, the first battle he gets into, he's immediately gonna die. And because we had that punishment where we had to empty out our entire bag, we don't have any other items to really give anybody, which kind of sucks. I mean, I could give him a Rocky Helmet as well, wouldn't that? Oh, you know what? No. Give the Toxapex a Rocky Helmet because it's freaking fat. I did note down that we do also have Ultra Wormhole encounters as well. So if our legend sucks, which I'm gonna tell you right now, that's always gonna be a excuse me. It's always gonna be a possibility. But if it sucks, I have those to go and see what I get. But let me actually, now I'm thinking about it, let me get these guys on the layout. Feels bad, man. Box up X. Ardos. It does feel nice. Like, I know that the reason that we were doing this series was to use mons that were like MVPs and whatnot, and yada yada yada, but it feels nice going and using mons that were from this game as well, because I didn't want it to just be like a complete washout of like broken Pokemon, you know, stuff that did really good in the past kind of coming over and taking over. And I mean, it kind of has turned into that case with the Togekiss, to be fair, but I mean, I've wiped in the lock, so it's like it's not the end of the world in that sense. There has been some difficulty because I've forced there to be some difficulty. This will be our team going into it. I'm trying to think if we have any common weaknesses amongst these mons. I definitely think we have some. Need this controller to stop like unplugging itself. All right, we do have a battle against Gladion, which I think we are set when it comes to healing items. Yeah, we have 23, so we should be able to get through here just fine. My goal is to whoop his ass fast enough and avoid as many people as I can right now in the victory road to go get Necrozma. And like, depending what typing the Necrozma gets randomized to, will determine like, you know, how I feel about it, because like I don't want it to be something that I already have like a direct typing of on my team, which the chances of that aren't like super duper high, but they are still high enough. All right, so my boy leads with the Crocodile, but he is -1 because I got the Intimidate off on him. So let's swap into our Togekiss here. Let's see what he goes for. Sandstorm. Okay, so something that still is going to do chip damage to us, unfortunately. But he doesn't get a special defense buff, so I should just be able to... I imagine I just outspeed and kill with Moonblast. Oh, I don't. Outspeed. Okay, thankfully we resist that. And Moonblast goes ahead and takes him out. Taking a lot of extra damage here at the end of the turn. Oranguru. All right, I'm going to go into Incineroar. I don't think Oranguru is going to have much to hit me with. I mean, he'll have normal type moves, but I don't think he's going to have much outside of that. And you know what? It's actually kind of cool that we're at this point right now because Champions just dropped, which, by the way, let me know what you think of Pokemon Champions down below because I'm going to kind of have a little bit of a discussion about that during today's stream because I'm probably going to go and play that immediately after this. All right, Machamp. But strategies with some certain mons and Champions, and Oranguru is actually one of the ones that I want to work with. I don't really want to disclose too much information because it's about something else. But I've been playing some Champions to work on a like a Psych Up or a stored power strategy. I mean, Psych Up stored power would go kind of crazy. Don't get me wrong, but you gotta have something that has boost on the field, and I have to be able to take a hit. But one thing I've been doing is going with like almost like a Trick Room set of what is it? Nasty Plot. Jesus Christ, that did a lot. Trick Room, Nasty Plot, Stored Power, and Hyper Beam. And it's not necessarily a great set, I don't think, but it's a set that's a work in progress. I'm down for it. You know what I mean? I gotta do some more messing around with Champions because I haven't really played a whole lot. I just have played the little bit that I have played, and I've had my fair share of. There's a lot of people who are upset with the release of Champions. I'm kind of in that boat. I think for how much praise and promise it was given, it definitely feels like Champions has guard, because he is landing cross chops and dynamic punches. Didn't miss a single attack there. But we kind of are going to talk more about Champions tomorrow night when we stream Pre-Time Friday, because I plan to play some on stream. But a lot of people who have played it have said that it's the general vibe has felt like it's been a scam. But to me, my thought process is it's a game that I feel like is supposed to be trying to cater to a newer Wi-Fi battling audience. That's what I've kind of taken away from it, is that it's supposed to be catering to a, so it's not going to drop with all these things day one, and that over time, like, it's going to be something that's sticking around. At least that is the idea that I have, is that it's going to be something that's going to be sticking around for a very long time. I know I'm kind of like, I'm winning this battle and not losing anybody, but I'm getting my butt kicked, I feel like, with some of my bulky mons. Like, Toxapex was getting bullied by that Machamp, despite having resisted attacks. Like, what? But I don't know. I just think, given some of the things in Champions, like, it just seems like a lot of people blow things out of proportion, especially with new releases. So given the thing that I'm not going to really disclose right now because I don't want to spoil something. There's just something that's going to be happening. If you remember this time last year, that's what I'll say. My point I'm trying to make is that for that idea, the stuff we got on day one of Champions hurts that plan for us. But I would say as a base game, if I was looking for a Wi-Fi battling simulator similar to Showdown, it's not bad. I would still make the argument that Showdown's better, but I would say that it has a bunch of credibility under its belt, whereas Champions has something to prove. And I think a lot of people were really looking forward to Champions when it was first announced. Which again, why wouldn't you? It's a free game, free Pokemon game where you can Wi-Fi battle. That is eventually going to come to mobile, so like, I don't like being too negative about things because, like, this game just came out. Like, it quite literally just came out. So getting this bent out of shape over it, guys, give it time to breathe. Give it time to breathe. It will get to the point where everything will work itself out. All right, Jirachi, I don't think you get ores here or anything like that. I think Gen 8 is when you do, but not right now. A phone call for it. Going for Cosmic Power? Okay, that's fine, because Darkest Lariat goes through your defense buffs, so it doesn't matter. Gravity, that's fine. Hold on, let me see if I can look up this number. Because I'm confuzzled. Okay. Don't know why that's the case, but sure. Hey, does he heal? I don't know if he heals or not. Nah, he doesn't. All right, Gladion was genuinely pretty easy, which is good. I mean, it helps that our levels were a lot higher. But to be fair, I was also rocking a team of 3 at the end of the stream because we lost Ultra Necrozma. We lost a couple more Mons in the trial, I know that, but we lost Ultra Necrozma in a, quite frankly, embarrassing display. But yeah, I would like to go and see what our Necrozma is before we go through like the entire Elite Four. Because if our Necrozma, if it gets randomized to something bad, then I will more than likely have to do the wormhole encounters before we go into the Elite Four. But again, I don't know. I don't know if I should be doing that or not. As we kind of saw what happened with our Porygon Z. His EVs, their Nivees, are trash. His EVs and IVs are trash. And I don't think you can do any of the bottle cap stuff, like, until... maybe the Elite Four? Maybe it's post-game? I don't know. Check something real quick. There's grass over here, which I don't know if there's an item over here or not. There is. Voila berry. We already got our encounter here technically, so there's no reason for me to go crazy and be like, oh my god, I need to catch something. No, we already got our encounter here, so. My goal, or my hope, is that I can run away here. I can get away. All right, this is just irritating. All right, can we stop? Because I don't want to even be fighting this thing right now. All right, you know, I'm killing it because it doesn't want to let me run away. I guarantee you I'm gonna one-shot this guy. That'll be a huge freaking waste of time for you. Go ahead, recover. I'm killing you. Where you stand right now. Yeah, was it worth it? Was it worth not letting me run away? You wanted to be persistent and not let me run? Goofy? Do I have repels? Because I'm not going to be happy if I don't. Okay, I do, thankfully. Because yeah, I'm not rocking through this getting random ass encounters all the time. I'm not doing that. Because like I said, I'm going to try to get to Necrozma as quickly as we possibly can. I think I will have to battle some people. Like this guy, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to battle. Dialga, all right. Chat, this is terrible for me. Yeah, this sucks. I actually think I'm in with my best Mon right now, which is a little unfortunate, but if I can get a burn, that'd be sick. You know what would have went crazy, actually? If I had Fire Lash on them, I would have been lowering his defense every single turn. Okay, I think the Aura Sphere did what? 80 something, so I think I should heal, just on the off chance he goes for it again and he gets crit. Flash Cannon. Oh, he's just going for his entire moveset. Okay, but he should be dead here now, which is fine. That's gonna hurt. That shouldn't kill me though, unless I get a crit. Torterra. Okay, this is on Togekiss here, and I can Air Slash. And this would be best case scenario. This would be best case scenario. All right, Air Slash. This boy is rapping. I was gonna say repping and rocking at the same time. He's repping Sinnoh with his starter and legendary. He probably played Pokemon Diamond when he was a kid. Or he's just living the main character life of Lucas. I don't know. It could be that guy. We do have a PP max, which I don't know if I want to give that to anybody, because I'm not sure if there's a move that I can think of that would really benefit from that, except for like any move that has like 5 PP. I'm gonna see which way this person walks if I don't get caught by him. Because like I said, I'm going to try to avoid these guys right now. We'll come back and fight them. But as of right now, I don't need to... Nope, that's the wrong guy. We'll call it back to the Kanto Victory Road right here. Got a prism scale. Can I do this without getting caught? I can. Okay. Oh, this is where they do that double battle. I need them to, like, turn back. Yeah. Alright, so this is where the Necrozma's at. I guess if my Necrozma ends up being trash, I could see if I can catch Solgaleo. I'll spray another one. All right, let's see what he is. Oh, that is abysmal, chat. That is abysmal. That honestly could have been like the worst legend we could have encountered. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is probably like the worst legend I could have encountered. Okay. It doesn't do me any good. That's why I'm like contemplating it. I really should have seen if I could catch Solgaleo or Lunala before doing this. Because like I said, I think in the last stream, I don't think he can get to Tapu's until post game. I would have been okay if it was an Ultra Beast, being honest with you. Guess we'll go ahead and fake out. Let's see what he has. Hurricane? I don't know if he's going to have much outside of... I don't know if he's going to have much outside of Hurricane. Gotta change my YouTube name. The bit is dead. The bit is dead of people mocking me. Okay, so he missed Hurricane just now. I don't know if I want to try to catch this thing. I mean, I can go into Togekiss and Neon. It's definitely a strat I can do, because I just don't want to use my Master Ball on it. That's main thing. It just doesn't feel like a Master Ball worthy legendary. When did you find out you were Unkin Chopped? This weekend? It was great. All right, he's got Rain Dance. So Rain Dance, Hurricane. That's actually a great combo for him. Unfortunate that we don't have a Damp Rock. Unfortunately, we don't have a Damp Rock. Is Togekiss our best specially bulky mon? 213 versus... what? 201. So technically he is, or she is, sorry. Excuse me. Hammer Arm? Okay, that actually works out great because he takes some Rocky Helmet damage as well. Oh. He doesn't because I'm a flame idiot. Okay, I don't know why Stream Avatar is bugging out here, but it is. Fix that right now. We didn't get a single shake on that either. Okay, still just got to lob a ball at it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kill it. I'm not gonna bother. Which seems probably like a stupid idea because it's a Tornadus at the end of the day, but like... it's not great. He's probably the worst of the genies. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with this. I'm okay. Name it Burst. We know that it has Trace, which is not a bad ability. We learned that from last year's PCC games. Trace is actually very, I feel like, yeah, I slept on the ability. But it makes me wonder if we get the, what is it, the Reveal Glass? What Tornadus Therion's ability is. But I feel like Polaris here says like, hey, go back to Mahalo Trail, and Logalio's there waiting for you. Yep. So I was not able to go back until now. We read that. Otherwise, we've been hella disappointed on doing that. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and spin our reward wheel because we earned one thanks to the yoink. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Excuse me. Okay, that reward doesn't work because that is only a Generations Master Mode reward. So it's such a that's something. Not a great reward, but you know what? It was free. So what are you gonna do about it? There's not much you can do about it. Okay. I desperately need Solgaleo to be randomized to something good. Choiced. Now, I don't have any choice items. So I honestly feel like for the sake of variety, well, not variety, I don't think that's the right word I'm trying to use here, but for the sake of actually getting something that's a challenge, I'd like to respin it. Because I got rid of all my choice cards, choice specs, so traverse the region in search of that just to do one singular challenge. Because this is the first time we're getting this challenge in the entire series. So I think I would just be better off if I respin, which I'm going to do that anyways. But now if I get some sort of perk or something like that, it's going to look sketchy. Okay, ball don't lie, just yeah. No held items. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit more of a challenge, I would say. One I don't want to do, unfortunately, but you know what? It's fine. It's okay. I guess I should check Tornadus's nature, shouldn't I? Because if he got Delta Stream, then it would be worth. He's got a terrible nature because it lowers his good stat, makes one of his worst stats better. No, that's terrible. So I honestly wouldn't mind if Solgaleo got randomized to a Solgaleo. I'm trying to think of what legend I would even want. I would probably prefer a box art, if anything. Like a Zekrom would be great. Kyurem Black. My own Dialga, maybe. There's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. Did we throw a Master Ball at the other one that we caught? I don't know. It's just... You can't script this. You truthfully cannot script this. I don't know what his moveset's going to be right now, which is the scary part. Just go ahead and lob a Master Ball at this guy. The unfortunate part about this Necrozma, compared to the one we had earlier on in this series, is that debatably the other one had better moves. No shot, my game just crashed. There's no shot, my game just crashed. Yeah, my Citra crashed. Man, I wish I took my own advice. Save my game beforehand, dude. I don't know what would have caused it to do that, other than maybe it's just the fact that it was Ultra Necrozma. The noise, but if I can get out of this menu, that would be great, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Trying to get out of this cutscene because I think I can finagle my way around this. Because I think you just need the Y button to save. Okay, we got something. Bingo. All right. We saved. Hope is this does not like ruin my PC. I'm gonna be very sad if this ruined my PC. I also have no idea what I named this thing. So again, I don't know why it would be playing music. Please tell me we can salvage this. I think we did. Okay. This is what I named it? I named it Oop. Okay. Okay, you know what? That was much better than any sort of name I would have thought I would have ended up naming it, but this works out fine because he's there. What did he take off our team? Porygon-Z. Okay, so I just gotta go get Porygon-Z out of the box. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think moveset-wise, the other one we had was better. But I don't know, it's debatable. Also, this window is too much. It was nice today, so I understand open, but right now it is getting chilly. And since your boy is wearing a short sleeve t-shirt, I don't like the cold. I've never been a fan of it. I've never been a fan of being cold. I've played ice hockey and still follow ice hockey to this day, but I don't like being cold. I'm gonna have to look at the TMs in my bag to see what I can teach this guy. I mean, I do have an illegal move, right? So with me being old and having thick fat, not terrible. But again, this goes back to what I was saying, like having something like a choice scarf, excuse me, would be great here. I'm more impressed that the Citra just didn't close on me after I caught it. So I'm happy with that. Otherwise, I probably would have just like PK hexed in Ultra Necrozma, and I would have just like randomized his nature, because we knew that he had thick fat from the other one that we had caught, so we would have been fine there. Okay. Did I heal? I did. Sweet. So I'm trying to think in terms of levels of the Elite Four and Champion. I want to say we're pretty much fine. As long as I don't lose anybody. But I'm still gonna take my time in getting there, because I want to make sure that we have a really, really solid team. Darkest Lariat. He's gonna go for Fire Blast, which is gonna do a lot. It doesn't do as much as I thought it would. Maybe it's just Mind Blown that I was thinking of. But I think earlier when we fought a Blacephalon, like earlier on in the series, one had a Rockhead, so he didn't even take recoil damage from Mind Blown, which is crazy. Calvon's going kind of crazy though right now. I don't know, it's just insane to me how good this starter Pokemon is. Like, could you imagine if starters weren't always just stuck to having like irregular abilities? But I understand why they do that, right? It's a kid's game at the end of the day, so it's not like it's... Calvon. Maybe we can handle a Pyroar. But I want someone else to have some fun here. I would go Rampardos. I don't know if it's a great idea. I also didn't check the TMs like I said I was going to do. So if you ever need clarification that my brain, or not my brain, but my memory is small and short, there you go. All right, we got Parental Bond, so trying to see if it would drop twice, but work now. Overheat misses. That's huge, actually. I don't know if that would have killed me. Decidui. Alright, Darkest Lariat again. Because this and Blaze Kick do the same damage, so it doesn't matter. I'm so paranoid for the fact that, like, we could still lose the series, even though, like, we're beating the Elite Four and Champion. And it's like, this is not the first time in Master Mode history where, like, this has happened. But it's just the fact that, like, we got so close to being done with the game before we got this thrown in our face. So it's just not something that I want to deal with. Rock Wrecker. I could give that to Rampardos instead of Head Smash, so he doesn't have to take 1,000,000 recoil damage. And I want to say this is more accurate too, so I might actually do this. Could be wrong. Yeah, it's got 10 more accuracy, but it does same base damage. And you know what I could do as well? I could give him the Rocknium Z. That way I don't have to worry about recharging and I can pop a Z move on someone. Okay, Flash Cannon. You can learn Doom's Desire. You know what? Why not? Why not? You can't learn Flash Cannon, unfortunately, but Doom's Desire is not a bad move. Grass Knot, Horn Leech. You can learn Horn Leech, but your physical... I mean, your physical attack is still good. And I don't have any grass-type coverage right now. Is Z move or Z Crystal? Because I could just rock with a Z Crystal, right? Ability, Earthquake, Thrash, Shadow Ball. He can learn Shadow Ball. Mystical Fire, Trump Card, Bone Rush, Sludge Wave. And Headbutt, Focus Blast, Strength Sap. He can learn Drop Kick, Shadow Claw, Air Slash. You can learn Air Slash. Full Sludge, Discharge, Madness, Bolt Strike, Power Whip, Ice Punch, Dragon Pulse, Speed Bomb. Yeah, no. Just leave his moves as they are. Did I keep Stealth Rock on him? Did I keep Stealth Rock on you, buddy? I did. Okay. The Stealth Rock is not bad to have to break any sturdy focus sashes. We've seen them have that in this game, so we know that they're there. Let's see. Z Crystal, that's what I wanted to do. It's a crystal that Necrozma fused with Galio or Lunala turns into a new form. So can I not use this right now? I don't know if I can use this right now then. Because that would imply that I would have to have him be Duskmane or Dawnwings. That's how I'm understanding that right now. I don't know if that's actually true. I'd like to be wrong. Got a camera update? Okay. Alright, swing, brother. Trevenant. Oh, I'm tired. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm glad that we did go back and see what the Solgaleo was, though, because if we just did Necrozma, we would have been very, very disappointed. And the nice thing is, too, is that we still have a Master Ball for something in post-game. So, we have all the Tapus, which we can go see what those are. Have... Battle this guy. I don't know if you guys are a package deal or not. You are. So even though I go up and talk to one, I'd technically battle two. Interesting. Altaria and Kingler. Alright, I would say as long as we're high leveled in this Kingler, we don't have anything really to worry about. Pressure. We have Intimidate, which is going to be nice, especially on Big Crabman over there. I'm going to Fake Out into his slot because I'm going to Moonblast the Altaria. I should be able to kill Altaria in one hit. And then I think next turn I should be able to kill Kingler because he's got no special defense. Ninjask. Oh yeah, this is fine. Absolutely fine. Ninjask's gonna be... Yeah, that's all she wrote. I mean, we might as well just... this. I don't know if there's anybody in here that actually heals you. Probably gonna find that out very shortly, and I'm gonna regret the fact that I'm using max potions here, but... rather be safe than sorry. Stoutland and Lurantis. Okay. Actually pretty good for us. Because I can Blaze Kick the Lurantis. Blaze Kick Lurantis. I don't know if Orisphere is going to one-shot Stoutland. It's not Stab. And we don't have our Flare Boost, so probably not. But Giga Impact, just don't kill me. Does not. He has to recharge. I probably should heal Togekiss regardless of the fact that Stoutland has to recharge. So, because I'll outspeed him with Togekiss, so we're fine. The Blaze Kick will get him out of here. Excadrill. Ooh. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad for us, actually. Hold on. I don't know if he's gonna... but if he goes for EQ, I have a pretty big ground weakness on my team. Seeing that right now. I mean, we know that he's gonna be the bigger threat to us. But I still feel like if he clicks Earthquake here, because I feel like he's more likely gonna have Earthquake than he is gonna have Iron Head. I don't think he's gonna attack my Togekiss. I'm gonna kill the Stoutland, so I turn it into a 2v1 scenario here. He does go for the Earthquake, so I was right in calling that. Hey, dude. Hey, how's it going? Stacy Luis. How are we doing today? Alright, so he went for the Earthquake, so that's good for me. I'm gonna heal up with a max potion here. You make this logo banner? The layout? If you're talking about the layout, technically yes. Technically, I did do that. I'm good. How are you? I'm tired. Went to work today and then came home and we've been streaming, pushing through, trying to get through this victory road so we can go battle the Elite Four and champion. Not sure how it's gonna go based on my team currently, but it's not. Are you an artist? I would not classify myself as an artist. I would not give myself that much credit. Because a lot of how I make my overlays and whatnot is I usually pull some sort of like image or like a background image and then try to make it with like Pokeballs and everything like that. So I wouldn't ever classify myself as an artist. I will say, out of all of the overlays that I have made for series on my channel regarding Pokemon, this is probably my favorite one. But that's because the idea that I came up with it. But yeah, no, I don't think I'm that talented as an artist. If I could put a lot of the things that I think about in my brain onto a canvas, then I would say I could be an artist. But right now, I would never classify myself. Bro, I have an idea for you. Can you hear it? Lay it on me. Let's hear what this idea is. I'm curious. How much time we got left on the timer? 30 minutes and 30 seconds. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Hold on. A little bit of lag there. Don't know why. Oh, I didn't even realize we hit 70. I should let someone else be leading. That being said, what do I do here? I mean, Dugong can't really do much to Toxapex. I could definitely go for Toxic Venoshock here and PR8. Yeah, that does nothing. Since I'm a poison type, I don't miss Toxic, which is awesome. My ideas are for your logo and banner. Can we talk on Discord? I would say not right now because I'm streaming, but if you type !Discord, it should pop up with my community Discord if you want to chat about it in there. I love the fact that this Dugong went for Safeguard after we poisoned him. That actually really helps me out. Yeah, he can't do a whole lot of damage to me. Oh, I didn't realize that. So I learned something new today. And I know I've seen like that interaction before where berries are proccing when you go for multi-hitting moves. But I never knew that they stop it once it hits that limit before another attack happens. I always feel like they stop it after all the attacks have happened. But now that I've seen that like with my own eyes, I now know that. That's kind of interesting. Even playing the game all day, you play. Alright, this will probably be the last battle we'll be in before we get another challenge. So I'm okay with this. I'm absolutely fine with this. Go for Delphox. Still leading with Incineroar. Okay. Yeah, let's switch him out of the front after this battle, yeah? Because otherwise he's just gonna be getting all the experience all night long. Or I messaged you on Discord. Join me after the stream. I don't know if we're going to be joining like a voice chat or anything like that. I can definitely do DMs because your boy might be going to bed immediately after the stream is done. We'll see. But I will definitely do my best to respond. Just something. I don't know what those guys are doing. All right, sure. You come on Discord after the stream. I mean, I'll be on maybe, but I wouldn't say that I'm going to be joining VC for anything. All right, we completed that challenge. Let's pull up the reward wheel. Let's see what we get for completing such a challenge. Can't do that one because that involves Generations Master Mode, which is not continuing until Generation 10 when Winds and Waves comes out. So not until next year, but that's not counting for the next 30 minutes. Hey, you know what? We gotta take the dubs when we can. That is a good reward to get. It almost makes me want to say screw battling the rest of the trainers in here and just run straight into the Elite Four. Oh, chat. Do I do this? Do I do this? I don't want to go and do like R&D and be unsure about healing items. I don't know if I have enough healing items to go in. But I also feel like if I use my last get out of jail here, last get out of jail here, I have to book it to the Elite Four. Yeah, I'm gonna use my last out of jail. Which, you know what? Which it also means I have to go and do all this illegal move stuff now. I have to. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have time to go in and mess with any of that stuff before I actually go in. So I'm gonna save my game real quick. I have Fire Lash, which I think I said I was gonna go and give to Incineroar. So Let's see. I mean, we gotta give you Fire Lash, obviously. I don't think... I haven't thought about a legal move up to this point. I don't think it would make sense to me to give anybody Octazooka. Personally, I don't think that would make any sense. Let's see. How about make you one of our shinies, and then I'm gonna make... Oh, let's make this guy our other shiny. Because you don't get to see him shiny that often. I'm trying to think of moves that I desperately need on my team. Because I was, like, desperate to get, like, Water Bubble on, like, Porygon Z, so that way I could have, like, a Water Stab, because what else am I gonna have there? I mean, there's a lot of good special water attacks, so, like, I don't know if I want to get rid of Hydro Cannon on him for that. I mean, because we already have Toxapex, who gives us water. Maybe I don't give the illegal move to Ultra Necrozma, but I feel like he needs it the most out of everybody, so... Psychic and Dragon. I mean, maybe just having a good special Dragon move. I almost want a move that could raise my stats. It might be stupid. I think I'm just going to give him Dragon Pulse. I mean... I could go Draco Meteor. But I think Dragon Pulse is just better. Give him the stab. Give him the stab. That's the illegal move out of the way as well. So this is... Okay, we saved. So I'm going to just stop. It should pop up immediately. If it doesn't, I'll have to close Citra. Let's just make sure that everything loaded in properly. Okay, we're here. Yep, there we go. All right, so he's... Wait a minute. Hold on, I think I'm missing something. Like I'm wasting so much time. That's 6 minutes off the clock right there. But if I get into the Elite Four, then it's worth. Or is it actually? Because I could just lose. I could just lose doing that. No, I still think I do it. I do it because it makes the most sense. It's the most logical thing to do. I just have to do my best with going around people. I don't think I'll be able to go around everybody. Because I think I have 2 guaranteed battles I got to do here. Which is fine. I also need to give everybody items again. So I think we'll give you... We'll give you a water crystal. A water Z crystal, I should say. The water Neum Z. Sup? Hello, I'm hoping I say this right. Zeb? Zheb? I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Zheb or Zeb? How are we doing today? I'm saying it wrong. Please correct me. Because I want to make sure that I'm saying names right. I guess we can see here if... I want to see here if this is going to work. It says it works. Will it crash my game? Is my question. Not Zheb, Zeb. Got it. Zeb. Note that in my brain going forward. All right. I want to give the Rocky helmets to both Toxapex and Incineroar. Togekiss can take the Flame Orb back. And then we will give the Quick Claw to Rampardos. Yes, I could give him the Rock Neum Z. I'd probably should be the thing that I do. But if my controller could stop disconnecting, that'd be sick. That'd be very great for me, actually. Is sharp? All right, this is the worst. Like the worst thing we could be battling right now. Like the worst thing we could be battling right now. Go to Incineroar. Why do I look like a shiny Magneton? So whenever new people join my stream chats, it randomly gives you an avatar down at the bottom. However, if you want to change your avatar, you need to make sure you type !avatar space whatever Pokemon you want. So if you wanted to be a Charizard, you would type !avatar space Charizard, and then you can change to being a Charizard. I say most of the Pokemon that exist should have an avatar. But yeah, it's random every single time. Like I personally didn't make Nightbot a Tapu Fini, but the stream avatars made it a Tapu Fini, and I just haven't changed it. All right, let's get Magearna out of here. All right, please. I want to get in her battles anyways. When it comes to being in the Elite Four, is to get through 1 completely, but 2 would be great. 2 would be really, really good. All right, Clefable and Cloyster. Do not like being in this situation here. I actually think Toxapex is our best switch. And then I'm going to Aura Sphere this Cloyster to get it out of here. I don't know if I'm going to outspeed. I mean, I'm 6 levels higher, so I'd imagine that I do. Oh, this is beautiful. Come on, hit me all 5 times. Oh, of course, that would be the time that they let the AI... That'd be the time that they let the AI only hit me twice. Unbelievable. All right, Girafarig. I'm a little bit scared of this, but also at the same time, I do have a flare boost. So I'm at, what, 1.5 times special attack? See, isn't that crazy that the AI hits my Togekiss, it hits me 5 times, but when I have my Toxapex, no, it doesn't hit me all 5 times. That smells like a load of barnacles to me. I mean, I could recover, but I think we'll be okay. Wait, recover got changed to 5 PP in this game? Or is it because I have it updated to like Gen 9? No. I think they might have actually nerfed recover to have 5 PP. 5 PP in this game. I completely forgot about that. All right, level 69 for Togekiss. I think we're going to use Toxapex's turn to heal Togekiss. Lugia, I'm not too bothered by this, because Lugia's learn set is not... It's not anything too crazy. It's not anything too crazy. Like, Air Blast is scary, don't get me wrong. But that's about the only thing it can really do to me, and that still does not do half. That's crazy. So how much damage he did to me? I was at 140. No, I was at 130 because I wasn't fully healed. So I was about 137. That did about 50 points of damage to me. A crit would do 75. So I still technically live. So I'm just going to attack with Toxapex and Togekiss. That actually did way less. Did I get attacked earlier? Oh, because he had -1 special attack. Duh. It was in front of your face. What's next? Metacam? Okay, this is fine. It's Mega, which it might outspeed my Togekiss here. But even then, I'm not too concerned. Even then, I'm not too concerned. Get the Intimidate off here. He's gonna power. Yeah, if I could completely wash a couple Elite Four members with this, A, with this challenge in play, but also B, having the deaths not counting for 30 minutes. That could do us serious wonders. Serious wonders. Like mail? Who likes... Who the hell likes mail? Alright, come on. Why do you have a countdown? So, this series is a master mode series. So essentially how it works is that you spin the wheel, as you can see over there on the right, and you have a challenge you have to do for 30 minutes. Now, there are little things within the master mode that in like you can have. They're almost like, I don't want to call them like coupons, but little like get out of jail cards, perks, if you will. to not have to do said challenge, which I used one of those earlier, which is why I'm here at the Pokemon Center and healing up. But every time you have a challenge, you have to complete it within the 30 minutes. If you complete it, you get a reward of some sort to do. And the timer is there for me to visually see, like, oh, I have this much time left on the timer for a challenge. That way it's like, okay, I'm set. And knowing like when I can kind of like strategize, hey, should I go do something like this right now, or should I wait to go do something like this? But because my last reward that I received was that's not counting for the 30 minutes, it basically means that my next challenge, that's in the Nuzlocke, won't count for the Nuzlocke, because I basically get free time. Not be concerned about that being an issue. So kind of why I'm skipping some of the trainers, even though it's probably not the greatest idea in the world. But yeah, there's a bunch of the rules and everything. It's not a series that I technically came up with. I watched it from somebody else. But considering they were a much larger channel than I am right now, it still kind of follows the same sort of thing, except I throw in rewards in there. And sometimes the rewards can be broken. Sometimes the rewards can be nothing. It really just depends on how the wheels decide to treat me. So for the most part, this series, it's been genuinely pretty kind. I mean, death counter up in the top right aside, it hasn't been too rough on your boy, but I don't want to let my guard down at all. Now we need to be careful because we know that each of the Elite Four members is going to have a Z crystal, and we should be able to know what the Z crystal is going to be based on what type of mon it is. So we just got to make sure that we're being careful with it. So like I said, if we can wash at least one Elite Four member and get into a battle with another one with this challenge still in play, the death's not counting still in play, that would be great. The tricky thing about death's not counting is, like, if we wipe, we lose nothing. But like, if we don't wipe and let's say a couple mons die in a battle, and then I don't have the death's not counting for 30 minutes anymore, if I wipe, I don't technically get a game over. Actually, I've never had that happen before. Maybe it does technically classify as a game over, but because my team actually didn't wipe out, I don't know, it's weird uncharted territory, and I haven't thought about it. All right, so we got a Ditto at level 67 here as our first mon. I would like to imagine that Rampardos is the worst mon on my team. I don't know if I want to launch a Rock Wrecker at it. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? And I miss. That's honestly, who the fuck is surprised? 90 accuracy. I was complaining about me having, what was it? Head Smash, which is 80 accuracy. Rock Wrecker, 10 better, still missed on the first try. And now I have to try and win a speed tie here. I got the quick claw pop. Thank you. It should die because it doesn't have as much HP as I do. So that works out fine for me. Should not have to click that move twice, however. All right, so Galio, I'm fine with this. I'm definitely okay with switching here. Okay, so he starts with a level. So is 68 or no? 67 is what he started with. Is 68 or 69 gonna be the ace? Probably 68, I imagine. Okay, so he's got a Colbur Berry, which is whatever. I probably should have Fire Lashed, actually. Fire Lash isn't a bad option to go for here. I just realized that you have 2 shiny Pokemon. So yeah, that's another thing about the rewards for the Master Mode. I can technically make my Mon shiny if I want to. So this is not like me going full odds shiny hunting or whatever. But yeah, that's one of the rewards on there. If I actually get like a full odds shiny, trust me, I would flip out, go crazy with it. But oh, we're chilling. In fact, I'm pretty sure now that I think about it, everybody on my team is shiny outside of Toxapex and Porygonzi. So, hey yo, is that the Drake Stir? Whom I saw 24 hours ago? Longer than that? Alright, Claydol. I mean, I might as well launch a Hydro Cannon at him, right? Because I'm more than likely switching out at the end of this turn. Is that the shirt? What? That I just found out that I'm chopped in Unk? Ferrothorn? Oh, that's perfect. Go to Calvon. We're kind of destroying this guy's team. And this is his ace, so we know he has the Z Crystal on this guy. But there's a good chance that he does not live this. Nah, bro, you not chopped? Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Pick a struggle. Listen, man. The amount of people that said that they liked my shirt today made it even more worth it. All right, what's that? Whimsicott? It's perfect. Molane's team has actually been pretty dealable. Outside of the miss with Rock Wrecker early on, like, we really haven't had that many issues. Which is great. He's gonna go for a Tailwind, so whatever his last mon is more than likely gonna outspeed me. And he's gonna live. Okay. But he should heal here. He does in fact heal. When you're done with stream, we gotta watch the leader. Are you gonna be awake? Because I know you got a bedtime. When you're done, kid. That I didn't stutter. Are you gonna be awake? Because I might be in here right now, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be in here. Just because I'm waxing this guy's team right now does not mean I'm gonna be doing that to everybody in here. All right, level 70. Thankfully, we still have max potions too, so I kind of want to keep the burn on Togekiss because we got Flare Boost. So I'm glad that that was an easy first one. Wait, say that again. I missed it. All right, buddy. My guy's attention span fried. Right. I don't know why I'm using the max potions right now on these guys, but I'm doing it. Also, I'm just going to save my game. I know we already battled a Elite Four member, but just in case something crashes. I don't have to replay this. I don't have to replay the stuff that got me to this point. While we have our deaths don't count for 30 minutes in play. I just basically what I need to have happen is I need to get a challenge after this battle that is not like, it's nothing stupid. I can't afford for it to be something stupid. Oh, there's my water. I was like, where's my water bottle at? Gotta stay hydrated. Beheum. Playing with Rampardos, right? I don't think Beheum is gonna have anything outside of Psychic type moves, so Incineroar is just gonna be the best option here. Hard split. Okay. I feel like I should just swing a Darkest Lariat at him because it doesn't, to me, it doesn't make sense to go for Fake Out because I don't think I'm going to flinch him because I think he's just going to switch. Fire Lash, I mean, I can lower the defense of something that comes in. You know what? I was gonna say, let's just swing and see what he goes into. Crabominable, I should have definitely Fire Lashed. Because now... I think he's throwing a Z move at me, and I don't know what one it's going to be. I mean, going to... I don't know if it's windy, but it's chilly now. It's raining. I think I want to... I think I gotta go Toxapex. Because whether it's an Ice type Z move or a Fighting type Z move, he resists both. Whereas everybody else is weak to both. Goes for CC. Doesn't do too much. Gonna take Rocky Helmet damage and his defenses are gonna fall. So this works out fine for me. I'm gonna Toxic here because I think even if he decides to... Okay. He goes for Iron Defense. Unfortunate that I don't have like a Black Sludge or a Lefties to... Oh Jesus, I thought I and went to the floor and it like my hand slid. So he is +2. Well, no. Now he's neutral defense, but he's -2 special defense, so this is gonna absolutely eviscerate him. Which is nice. So he goes down. Toxapex has actually been putting in a lot more work than I thought he would. Which is awesome. All right, Oranguru. So you have a Beheum and an Oranguru, which basically have the same issue against Incineroar. So it actually works out very well for me because of that. So let's see. You gonna stay in? That's what I want to know, if you're gonna stay in or not. I mean, I'm gonna just throw another Darkest Lariat out there. You are staying in. I'm gonna call him. Drew is pretty bulky. I know he's more specially bulky, but he still got some defense on him. I don't think his HP is that bad either. That actually did less than I thought it would. Unless he's got Shadow Shield or something like that. I would have had to like see through tracing it, but again, I don't know. All right, Wish Cash. Got a quad weakness to grass, which thankfully I did teach a grass move to my Ultra Necrozma. I could do Light That Burns the Sky on him. Should we see it for the animation? Should we see it for the animation? And he still took that. What the fuck? How did he survive that? That is crazy to me. This boy is butt. Alright, you can go ahead and heal from you, so. That did about the same damage. That is crazy. I wonder, and that was with a +1 defense boost. I would have killed him, actually. I would have killed him. Arbok? I mean, there's no reason for me to switch out, is there? Not really. I mean, I could go Rampardos, and I don't think Arbok really gets anything outside of, like, poison moves. Maybe some dark moves. He's not gonna have Earthquake or anything like that. Nothing I should be too worried about. Quick Claw pops. Damn, that does... I feel like that does nothing. No poison? No poison. I saw the Tapu Fini go in its Pokeball. Why? So whenever, like... Whenever nobody sends a message for 5 minutes, the avatars go into their Pokeballs. And sometimes it glitches out. Like it is right now. Because it definitely should be popping up with messages still. But... whenever people in chat are not talking after, like I said, 5 minutes, they go back into their Pokeballs. So that is why. Our Behemoth's coming back out. So we obviously just swap out. There you go. Yeah, sometimes it has its moments where it glitches out. I think it's because if it's not like consistent chat rate stuff, it just disappears, but otherwise it stays there. Okay. Should have went for Fake Out in hindsight because I would have been able to kill it. Got a Lychee Berry. For your what? 55 physical attack that you have? You are a special attacking machine. That is all I know about you. I know nothing else about Behemoth. I don't know if he's got it like that. Oh, can my controller stop being unplugged? Recover. All right, now we're just getting annoying. Do it again. Took me a lot longer to get through this battle. But to be fair, that light that burns the sky animation took like 6 years. Brother. There's no fucking way. I honestly hope this is primal. Because he's got that quad weakness to water. Send him out. Alright, that's fine. As long as I don't miss. He's faster than me? I swear, this Porygon Z is disappointing me more and more in every battle. Because in no world, unless that Groudon was Choice Scarfed, should he have outsped me. Unless he was Choice Scarfed, he should not have outsped me just now. Alright, we will heal up our team, and then we have to spin the challenge wheel here. This will more than likely be the last challenge of stream. I imagine, anyways. Let's... Just don't give me anything. No speed up. That is free. That is actually so free. Because the speed up on Citra is stupid. It is too fast. Too fast. This is essentially a give me challenge because I don't have to worry about anything other than clicking Control Z, and my hands are definitely not on the keyboard, so we're fine. Can I beat 3 trainers in 30 minutes? Should be able to, unless I get absolutely hard walled by somebody. But I still can't believe that Wishcash took that light that burns the sky. That is insane that he lived. Because that should have used my special attack because that's higher. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how he lived. Concerning. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Dr. Jessica. All right, we'll have to switch, but Toxapex seems like a free switch here. Although, I don't know if Ludicolo's really got anything to hit me with. I mean, he could have Hydro Pump, which is why I'm swapping out of Rampardos. But yeah, he's gonna have a lot of these, like... He's gonna have, like, Growl, Astonish, things like that. So, Nature Power goes into Tri-Attack, that's fine. That does not too much to me. Go ahead and get the Toxic off on him. Go for the Venoshock here. He's got a Grass Gem for Mega Drain. That is crazy. So you've seen Growl, Mega Drain, Nature Power, live. Or he's gonna heal, actually, I should say. I'm gonna throw another Toxic on him afterwards. Because he's 100% gonna heal here. I wish that I could play Pokemon Sword and Shield. I feel like those games get a lot of hatred. I also feel that way with Scarlet and Violet. I feel like all the Switch titles get a lot of hate thrown their way. I mean, I know one of the biggest complaints about why people didn't like Sword and Shield was the fact that they stopped having it to where all the Pokemon could be available in the game. Or say available, but like be in the game. But like, I like the game. I think if you play Sword and Shield without playing the DLC, I can understand people's complaints about the game. But if you play Sword and Shield with the DLC, I'd say it's a really solid game. Otherwise, like I said, without the DLC, but like the legendaries, the box art legendaries, great. I like the Galarian forms. I like the wild area. I actually said to some of the guys, I'm in a different Discord with, but I said to some of the guys, I prefer Sword and Shield's open world aspect of having a wild area, so it's kind of like a safari zone if it's not classified as a safari zone, more than Aldea's completely open world everything. Because let's be real, you had to go out of your way to find trainers in Paldea to battle, and I just didn't like that. That's just something that I wasn't a fan of. I know some people agree to disagree, but that's how I feel on the matter. But no, I think Sword and Shield are solid games. I think all the legends in Sword and Shield are pretty damn good. The dogs, Eternatus is one of the best mons and competitive and just the strongest, scariest legends of all time. You have the Calyrex, Ice Rider, and Shadow Rider that are good. The Urshifu duo is good. They added more Regis, which I thought was awesome, coming from someone who started with Generation 3 and Ruby and Sapphire. I feel like they get a lot of hatred, and it's not welcome hatred. Not fair. Annette. Go to Calvon. I think I might have to PP max that. Yeah, I might have to PP max that. Alright, what are you going for? Begrudge. Okay. Well, that sucks, because that means I'm absolutely losing all my Darkest Lariats here. Oh, I'm not. The problem is with Grudge is I'm pretty sure it just takes away all my PP anyways, so I'm probably going to be out of Darkest Lariat anyway because of this. Because I don't think I want to be out of Fire Lashes. Because then that puts me in an even worse scenario of Incineroar having nothing, especially if I don't have any elixirs. Oh. I guess I was wrong. Whatever. Mew's coming out. I don't think Mew's gonna have much of anything for me. Ancient Power is probably the scariest thing it might have. I played a ROM hack of Emerald. It was my first GBA game. Yeah, there's a few ROM hacks of the GBA games that I have played. I haven't done series on them on the channel, but there's been some that I've played that have been really, really good. Okay, so you either have Fur Coat, Filter, or something, because that is doing no damage to you, my friend. Yeah, you have to have Fur Coat or something. You have to have Fur Coat. There's no way. I'm doing nothing to this guy. Really hope he doesn't. He gets the Omni boost. Of course he does, after I'm out of Darkest Lariats. That was a crit too, so it didn't even matter. Barrier, whatever. Quetzal is my favorite ROM hack as of now. So this is that gray area again when it comes to like being a technical Terry. For me, I played a ROM hack. Well, it's not much of a ROM hack. It's like a fan-made game. If you've heard of Pokemon Reborn, I would say that's my favorite Pokemon game that is not like a ROM hack or made by the Pokemon Company. That's probably my favorite because it's a game that's loaded with a lot of stuff to do, and it is one of the hardest games to play. It's actually insane how difficult that game is. But your boy played it on stream 3 years ago? Yeah, there's a playlist of that up on the channel. I think it's like 31 streams long. And like some of those streams were like long streams too. So it was a very, very long game, but it was also one that I enjoyed a lot. Like I said, it was one of the harder games to play because they really would stack the deck against you. So you have to think outside the box. I have to use this max elixir. That's the only way that I can give myself PP back. I think I'm going to PP max Darkest Lariat. I know I said earlier I wasn't sure if this was going to be beneficial or not, but eh. Quetzal has all the megas, even the Legend ZA megas too. Oh, that's cool. That's actually really sick. Yeah, I got to get on board and playing things like Radical Red and things like that. Like we did a Radical Red stream like last month, which was awesome. It was actually a lot of fun. I can see why that game is difficult for some people, but also at the same time, it's like I think what I enjoy about Pokemon games, like I like doing nuzlocks. Yes, I like some difficulty in games, but I don't like it to where it's like I don't want it to be like Elden Ring levels of difficulty where I just go in and die over and over and over again. Like I want it to be like there's difficulty, but I want to be able to feel like I'm making progress. If I'm stuck in the same battle for like an hour and it feels like I'm not moving, that's where I kind of have an issue with it. And we had that issue with Reborn. We even had that issue with the sequel game of it called Rejuvenation. Where it's like you just get into a battle against somebody or something, and you just keep losing over and over and over again. Come on. Twice. We have missed Rock Wrecker. I've went for 4 and I missed 2. Remember, 90% accuracy, by the way. Seems a lot like 50 right now. And now he might take this hit because he's got a reflect up. I don't think he will. But now I don't have any stab rock moves on my Rampardos for the champion battle. So that's no bueno. Maybe it won't matter. But it sure feels like it is going to matter. All right, Serena's here. God. This is terrible. This is actually bad. Wait, let's think for a second. I feel like I just got to swing at it. Because I don't know what Z Crystal it had. But it doesn't have Flare Boost, so I should eat this. Huh. Eating it might... If we want to classify that as an eat, I think that's a very loose definition there, but we did get the special attack drop, so it's just going to do a little bit less. And now it should die this turn. Yes. Okay. That one's gone too, which is fine. Oh, that's why I was outspeeding me. That makes so much more sense now. All right, Probopass. I feel like I gotta go for Hydro Cannon on this thing. I feel like that's the only thing I can do is go for Hydro Cannon. I mean, I could go for the Water NMZ, but... Or Water EMZ. But again, I always feel like I'm just going to switch out immediately afterwards, so I don't care if I go for a quick nuke button and then just get out. Metagross. Yeah, like this scenario here is like a perfect example of that. Because like, sure, I have Shadow Ball, but he's going to get a free hit on me, which I don't want him to. And it's Mega. That really could have been bad for me. Let's go ahead and go for Fake Out again. Go ahead and flinch. That's literally 0, but it's good because we got rid of the Reflect, so that works out well for us. He's gonna switch. Why did he swap? Not sure why he swapped there, chat. Is he gonna send a Hydro Pump my way? This is the question. I don't know. If he does, Toxapex is probably... is Toxapex my best switch for this? I don't know. It might be Ultra Necrozma. And I have to throw a Photon Geyser at him. Or I could Horn Leech. That's not a bad option either. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. I do my best. I do my best to be entertaining, but also informative at the same time. All right, Rain Dance. I definitely could have swapped in the Porygon and went for Shadow Ball. I also could have just swung with the Darkest Lariat. I think we made the right call, but let's go for Photon Geyser. And he lives. That's crazy. That did a lot. That did a lot for being base 60. Actually, no, it's technically 90 because it goes to stab. Actually, no, it's not even that. It goes to 180 because of super effectiveness. Yeah, Horn Leech would have just killed. I must have like very like shitty special attack IVs then, because I feel like the fact that the Light That Burns the Sky didn't kill the Wishcash and it did nothing to Jellicent, but Horn Leech did a lot to Jellicent. I know Horn Leech is super effective, but it's also base 75, it goes to 150, whereas Photon Geyser is like 210 or something like that. No, Photon Geyser, I actually don't remember what Photon Geyser's base power it is normally. I have no idea. Wait, I can make myself Ultra Necrozma, right? I want to say yes, but I don't know if you'd have to do the exclamation point avatar Ultra exclamation point avatar Necrozma, or it has to be like Necrozma Ultra. I don't know. I don't remember that one, but Necrozma, yes. Zakira is coming out. He could have Freeze Dry, which is why I'm not sure about going into Toxapex. I do have Dragon Pulse on my Ultra Necrozma, which is why I am going to stay in. And it's base form Kyurem too. So a dragon move is technically going to be the scariest move I see from this thing, because I have thick fat, which basically takes away my weakness to ice. And I'm just faster than it. Yeah, my special attack must be terrible in terms of EVs and IVs. He's not faster than me because of Scary Face. That does a lot, but we eat it up. That gets rid of the Kyurem. Rain is gone. Metagross is going to come back out. Yeah, I did switch the avatar. I wonder if it's random every single time, or if it's just in that pack they just have Ultra Necrozma. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so he's back out. I'm gonna Fire Lash him, see what he goes for. Iron Defense. Okay. So I should go for Darkest Lariat, seeing as he's going for this, because Darkest Lariat is gonna go through his defense buffs. So if he wants to keep doing that, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna rip right through him. She might heal one more time. At this point, I mean, I 2-ko it, so yep, there we go. I don't think I outspeed. He hyper beams. Okay, we eat that. Yeah, it did fucking nothing. I know something about the avatars. What? I'm going sleep. I see. I knew it. I knew it. Tomorrow we gotta watch Soul Eater. Brother, it is Friday tomorrow. This ain't your first rodeo. You know what Fridays mean. If it has a mega, it switches to the mega or the final form. You are on to something there. But I would say I have someone in my friend group who he had his avatar as Swampert, and it was regular Swampert at first, and then he did like Swampert Mega, and then it went to Mega Swampert. So I think it's just chance whether or not it's like shiny and or like a different form of it. Like if you did Kyurem, I don't know which form of Kyurem would pop up, and or if it would be shiny or not. So I think it's just chance because it's pulling from all of the available options that are there. Because I feel like you could do exclamation mark avatar shiny and then it makes you shiny. But I don't know. I don't remember. All right. Last battle of the stream. Crobat. We know his ace is a Torterra. 71. Okay. This is fine. Or maybe it's got to be Avatar, the name of the Pokemon, and then Shiny, and then it becomes Shiny. I could be wrong, but it's definitely one of those things. All right, Crobats with Electric Surge. Air Slash. All right, decent damage, decent damage. I thought about going for focus energy at first, but if I switch out, then it means nothing. So I'd rather just go for the 2 attacks. It also doesn't make sense for me to go for Headbutt since I have Pixelate, so. All right, nice job there, Headache. Torterra is coming out. Do I have an Ice-type move at my disposal? I don't think I do. No, I do not. More candy. Bucky's. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right, so he swapped out the Torterra into Jolteon, which is an interesting switch, to say the least. But having a Jolteon in the electric terrain with a potential Thunder, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be here for that. So I'm gonna swap. Does decent amount of damage. It does get the para, which kind of sucks. But knowing it's not going to do as much damage now is fine to me. I'm gonna go for Thunder again. We don't get fully paralyzed. This should knock it out. Oh my god. Yeah, this thing is terrible. I don't get it. I don't get it how you could be so bad. That is stab. It's using your best stat too, which your special attack should be better than your physical. I must be smoking something. Hold on. What is its base power? It's 100. Dragon Pulse is 85. Why did that do more? Why did it seem like that did way more than freaking Photon Geyser? And you can see it here, 257. Mathematics, 57 is higher than 44. I am confused. Yeah, that damage output did not make any sense to me. Sableye? Alright, we do have a fairy type, thankfully, so... And his Torterra is super weak, so, like, as long as I have something out that's gonna outspeed it, we're chilling. Alright, Mean Look means I can't switch out while he's on the field, but he's not living. He's not living this. He's not living that. Rotom. It could be any of them because he's electric typing. So like, I actually don't know what my best switch would be here. I kind of would hope that it's base form, because Calvon I think would be my best switch. Or if it's ice and grass, that'd be great. I pretty much need it to be anything but wash. If it's anything but wash, okay, yeah, that's fine. Because if it was wash, I guess wash wouldn't matter because he wouldn't have hydro pump, right? So I guess I'm in about nothing. That does okay damage. Does Fire Lash do the same? I think it does less than Darkest Lariat. I think Darkest Lariat is 85, so yeah, we'll just go for that one more time. So I think he's got... Flareon. My boy's got 2 different evolutions. Man, if I had Rock Wrecker right now, I would Rock Wrecker this guy into the middle of next week, but that's fine. It is absolutely all right. Big one. Smog. Oh yeah, he's not gonna have any good moves at all. He may have Flare Blitz, but like he's not gonna have any good moves right now. Oh, defense drop is actually kind of crazy. Yeah, this Toxapex has been doing bits. It having Parental Bond is actually kind of stupid. Let's go to our Porygon Z. He's got his Ace. I technically have mine. Gonna throw a Z move at me? Because you're gonna somehow outspeed me. No, you're not. And that, my friends, is the Elite Four down. Which, man, it would be nice if this was the finale. It really would. But we gotta play post-game because of the Master Mode rules. I don't know if we're gonna stream this on Saturday or not. Because like I said, we're gonna play some champions on stream tomorrow night for Free Time Friday. And I think I'm also gonna stream again on Saturday. I don't know if I want to do Pixelmon again. It'd be nice if we did Pixelmon again. I've done it in a while. Like, kind of going through our team here as we put him into the Hall of Fame. It's funny because our team is like, it's split up into 2 halves, and here's why I say that. That was replacing the Ultra Crossmode that we lost in the last stream. That's like, we know that in this randomizer he's pretty damn good. Porygon Z is replacing the Porygon Z that has been carrying us through the bulk of the game when we lost him back in the Aether Foundation to a freaking Farfetch'd with innards out, of all things. The Rampardos and Toxapex got added in this stream, and I feel like Toxapex has been holding its own very, very well. Rampardos, it's had its moments of good. Missing 2 Rock Wreckers out of 5 is not necessarily something that I want to deal with all the time. because it's a glass cannon, but when it hits pretty freaking hard. But really the bulk of our team, and where the whole MVP portion of the series, and we're not done yet, so I'm just saying this to say this, like we choose MVPs, most valuable Pokemon, based on things that have been carrying us through like a majority of the game. And sometimes MVPs are things that survive, sometimes they're the things that die. Porygon Z was a close candidate for MVP, but it's because Togekiss carried us through our toughest trial, being the Buzzwole trial, in the Lush Jungle. It's very close to being an MVP, and Incineroar as well. I mean, since we hatched the Incineroar from the egg, like, it has been pretty damn solid. So it's tough to choose an MVP right now, which is why it's actually a good thing that we are playing post game, because it will hopefully make the decision a little bit easier for us. But as the credits are going, we are going to actually spin our reward wheel and see what we get for complete challenge. Another Master Ball. Ooh! That means if we get some decent legendaries, which maybe what we'll do in the next Master Mode stream is I'll scoop up my encounters from the Ultra Wormholes and go and see what some of the legendaries are. I think that's what I'll do, because us getting a free Master Ball, we've gotten so many Master Balls in this series. It is insane. I think this is like the 5th one we're getting. Well, no, I think this is the 4th one we're getting from the Master Mode wheel, but we've gotten 5 total because you get the guaranteed one in this game. So this is absolutely ridiculous that this is been treating us this kindly. Because, I mean, I don't know what reward would I have wanted from here other than a Master Ball? I don't know. I truthfully don't know what I would have wanted other than a Master Ball. But that's going to be pretty much it for stream today. We beat the main game of Ultra Sun, which is awesome. So, like I said, we will be back for some more Master Mode. Probably Monday is what I'm gonna say, because Sunday we're not streaming because that's our off day. Saturday I think we're gonna be streaming early on in the day, and we're probably playing some champions. I said last night. Tomorrow night for Free Time Friday, we have pretty much the exact same lineup that we did for Free Time Friday 2 weeks ago, which is gonna be Disney Dreamlight Valley, Lego DC Supervillains, and then a random game of my choice, which I think the random game of my choice is going to be Champions, because why the hell not? But that is going to be the plan for tomorrow night, and I technically work tomorrow night until like 7:30, so it'll probably be a late stream start for that, so I would say 8-ish, maybe a little after 8 p.m. CST, so Central Standard Time, which I don't know what time zone or time that's going to be for everybody else, but for my friends who are not in America, if you want to be there for that, we typically stream that late on my end, but for you guys, it's probably going to be like... But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series up to this point. I do want to say the growth that we have had on the channel since the series has started has been spectacular. And I don't always want to just look at series like that as like, is that what makes a series successful? No, but like when you look, if you watch like some of the TikToks and YouTube shorts that I upload from, like, we're uploading clips that happened in the very, very beginning of this series. We had like 30 less subs, maybe even more than that. Like, it's absolutely crazy how much growth we've had during this. series. It's been awesome, and you know, we want to keep the momentum rolling. Like, we're super duper close to 500 subs. You see it right there. We're 37 away right now, and I think we could hit it maybe even by the end of this month. I'm being very, very ambitious with probably thinking that, because we're now almost a third of the way through April, but look at the growth that we've been having. Like, it's been amazing. So want to keep that going. I do plan to do another one of the very soon. I want to get more of those videos recorded and edited, and then try to stay ahead of the game with that, because they do take a little bit to edit and upload. But don't be surprised if you see some streams soon enough where it's gonna be like us playing through games to get there. You know what I mean? So we may be just doing like, oh, a vanilla nuzlocke of this game. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys again for your support on the series. It's been awesome. It's been really, really incredible, and I've enjoyed streaming this. It's been great coming back to Alola and playing it. And yeah, like I said, tomorrow for Free Time Friday, we're going to be playing some Lego DT again. We're going to be playing some Disney Dreamlight Valley, and we're going to be playing some Pokemon Champions. Make sure you click that sub button down below, click the bell icon so you don't miss out on that. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.